Chapter 11, Whispers and Rumors. Rumors rarely begin with facts. They begin with observations. A glance. A photograph. A coincidence. Then someone adds an assumption, someone else adds a story. And before long, fiction becomes more popular than truth. Amelia Hart Sinclair understood this better than most. Unfortunately, understanding rumors didn't make them hurt less. 3 days after the leadership summit, a business blog published an article. The headline was harmless enough. The article focused entirely on Vanessa Moore. Her efficiency. Her growing influence within Sinclair Corporation. Her close working relationship with the CEO. At first, nobody paid much attention. Then other blogs picked up the story. Then social media. Then gossip websites. Suddenly, people were talking. Not about the company. Not about business. About Ethan and Vanessa. Most comments were ridiculous. Completely baseless. Speculation disguised as entertainment. Still, they spread quickly. She looks more like a power couple partner than a secretary. They're together constantly. I wonder what Mrs. Sinclair thinks. There's no way they're just coworkers. The comments multiplied. Hour after hour. Day after day. At Sinclair Tower, Ethan was blissfully unaware. He hadn't read a single article. Hadn't seen a single comment. Hadn't heard a single rumor. He was too busy dealing with a manufacturing crisis in Europe. Meanwhile, Vanessa had seen everything. Every article. Every headline. Every comment. The first time she read one, she nearly laughed. The accusations were absurd. Anyone who actually knew Ethan would understand that. The man barely had time to sleep. Never mind conduct some secret affair. Still. The comments lingered in her mind. Not because she believed them. Because they revealed how people perceived things. Perception mattered. Sometimes more than reality. Amelia first learned about the rumors from Sophia. Of course she did. Sophia practically lived for gossip. Her phone buzzed while she was working in her home office. Sophia, have you seen today's nonsense? Amelia frowned. What nonsense? A link appeared. Followed by another. And another. Reluctantly, Amelia opened the first article. 10 minutes later, she regretted it. The content itself wasn't particularly offensive. But the comments beneath it were cruel. Speculative. Insensitive? Thousands of strangers discussing her marriage as if it were a television show. As if she weren't a real person. As if Ethan weren't a real person. As if Vanessa weren't a real person. Sophia called immediately. Tell me you're not taking this seriously. Amelia rubbed her forehead. I'm not. Good. A pause? Are you? No. Sophia remained suspicious. You hesitated. I didn't. You absolutely did, Amelia sighed. Because maybe she had. Just a little. Not because she believed the rumors. Because she hated how easily people created them. That evening, Ethan returned home unusually early. A rare miracle. He immediately noticed Amelia sitting on the balcony. Quiet? Thoughtful. A familiar sight lately. He joined her. What's wrong? Nothing? The answer came too quickly. Ethan narrowed his eyes. That's a lie. Amelia laughed softly. You always know. Of course. He sat beside her. Talk to me. For a moment, she considered telling him. Showing him the articles. The comments. The rumors. Instead, she shook her head. It isn't important. Ethan studied her face. Then took her hand. If something's bothering you, it's important. The sincerity in his voice made her smile. God, she loved this man. Even now. Even when things were difficult. Even when loneliness crept into their marriage. She still loved him. Which was precisely why the rumors hurt. Because they touched something precious. Something fragile. Something worth protecting. Finally, she handed him her phone. Ethan frowned as he read. Then frowned harder. Then looked genuinely offended. What is this garbage? Amelia couldn't help laughing. His reaction was so immediate, so genuine. So Ethan. He continued reading. Then groaned. People actually believe this. Some do. Why? Amelia raised an eyebrow. Have you seen the photographs? Ethan blinked. Then blinked again. Oh. Now he understood. The next morning, Ethan arrived at the office irritated. The rumors annoyed him far more than he expected. Not because they damaged his reputation. Because they involved Amelia. And that crossed a line. As he stepped into his office, Vanessa immediately noticed his mood. Good morning. It isn't. Vanessa frowned. Problem? Ethan tossed his tablet onto the desk. The screen displayed one of the articles. Vanessa sighed. Those? You knew. They've been circulating for days. Ethan stared. Why didn't you tell me? Vanessa hesitated. Because they're ridiculous. That's not the point. His frustration surprised her. I don't want Amelia dealing with this. The statement came without hesitation. Without thought. Pure instinct. Vanessa noticed. And something inside her shifted. Just slightly. Because for the first time, she realized something important. The rumors bothered Ethan for one reason only. His wife. Not his image. Not his career. His wife. The realization should have reassured her. Instead, it left her feeling strangely unsettled. Later that afternoon, Vanessa visited a coffee shop near the office. Purely by coincidence, she encountered Victoria Sinclair. The older woman immediately recognized her. Vanessa. Mrs. Sinclair. Victoria gestured toward an empty chair. Sit. Vanessa politely complied. The conversation began innocently enough. Work? The company. Recent events. Then Victoria casually mentioned the rumors. People enjoy talking. Vanessa smiled politely. They do. Victoria stirred her tea. I trust my son. So do I. The older woman nodded. Then added something unexpected. But I understand why people speculate. Vanessa frowned. What do you mean? Victoria glanced out the window. Ethan spends more time at the office than at home. The statement wasn't entirely wrong. He works very hard. He always has. Victoria's expression became thoughtful. Sometimes success changes people. Vanessa remained silent. Because she wasn't sure how to respond. Then Victoria said something that lingered long after the conversation ended. Amelia doesn't understand business the way Ethan does. Vanessa nearly laughed. If only Victoria knew. If only she had the slightest idea. But Vanessa said nothing. Simply nodded. And listened. Because every conversation revealed something, and today revealed a great deal. That night, Amelia attended a charity fundraiser alone. Ethan was stuck in meetings again. The irony wasn't lost on her. The rumors claimed he spent all his time with Vanessa. Reality was much less glamorous. He spent all his time with work. Still, whispers followed her. Small whispers, quiet whispers. People pretending not to stare. Pretending not to speculate. Pretending not to judge. As she moved through the room, Amelia overheard fragments of conversation. That's Ethan Sinclair's wife. Poor thing. Do you think the rumors are true? I heard. Amelia walked away before hearing the rest. Her dignity remained intact. But her heart felt heavier. Because rumors don't need truth to cause damage. They only need repetition. Late that evening, Ethan finally came home. He found Amelia sitting in the living room. Reading? Or pretending to read. He immediately sat beside her. Without speaking. Without explanation. He simply wrapped an arm around her shoulders. Amelia leaned against him. Neither spoke. The silence felt comforting. Familiar? Necessary. After several minutes, Ethan finally broke it. I love you. Amelia smiled. I know. No. He looked directly at her. I really need you to know. The intensity surprised her. Ethan, I don't care what people say. His voice softened. I don't care what rumors exist. He took her hand. There has never been anyone else. Emotion tightened Amelia's chest. Because she believed him. Completely. Without question. And perhaps that was the tragedy. Because trust remained intact. Love remained intact. Their marriage wasn't being threatened by another woman. Not yet. It was being threatened by distance. Neglect. Loneliness. The silent cracks neither fully understood. The cracks that made rumors possible in the first place. As Amelia rested her head against Ethan's shoulder, she allowed herself to relax. Just for tonight. Just for a few hours. She would ignore the whispers, ignore the articles, ignore the speculation. Because the man beside her was still the man she married. Still the man who fought for her. Still the man she loved. Neither of them realized that rumors have a dangerous habit. Sometimes they remain lies. And sometimes they become predictions.